Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for popping in today. Very excited to have you. Today we're trying another TikTok viral recipe. This time it's a sandwich. Oh my gosh, so many of you guys have asked about this sandwich and asked me to make it. It looks so popular, it looks so good. Irene, you're gonna do such a great job. I have seen this sandwich going around like mad, which is always a good sign, except for all of the times that the things I've made have been terrible. I do have high hopes. For me, it's kind of hard to make a sandwich bad. I need to be honest with you though, you guys know I try very, very hard to do exactly what the recipe says, have exactly what is in there, and not substitute things. I really do try my best. However, in the past 2 days, I have been to 7 different grocery stores and I've gone to 2 of them twice. And I still somehow forgot to get turkey. So you're just gonna have to bear with me, babes. I'm not going back to Pavilions today. I'm not doing it. Not going. I don't want to. I don't have it in me anymore. And that's coming from me, who my favorite place is the grocery store. My honeymoon will be at a grocery store. I love it. Can't go back today. So sorry. Let's do it without turkey. Oh, that's the thing we're doing. We're making a grinder sandwich. The creators whose recipes I checked out for this and got some inspo from their videos are Cooking with Chanel, Chef Candace, and Chef Millie Mill. All of their sandwiches looked absolutely fantastic. So if I can get mine to look anything like theirs, I think we will be vibing. Now, what I'm going to be doing, because a couple of the recipes that I saw for this called for focaccia bread, so I'm of course going to be making my own focaccia bread. Okay, so let's start that, because that will take 5 hours. So for this, I'm just going to use the same focaccia recipe I use basically whenever I make focaccia. Unfortunately, we're not making fun focaccia today. When it comes to making like a sandwich, I don't, want like a rosemary stem in my mouth. It's such a versatile recipe. I'm sure you could like add olives in the dough and do all of that. I'm just making it super simple today. And that's how I want my sandwich to be. Simple and cute and not too much going on. Just like me. I'll talk about the elephant in the room. I don't know what my hair is doing either. And I'm glad we've both discussed it now, Now we can just move on. Normally I would not want my water to be this hot, but since we have to dissolve some sugar into it to help our yeast sort of kickstart, this is totally fine for right now. We need a tablespoon of sugar. So now that our water has chilled out a little bit, I'm going to add 2 1/4 teaspoons of active dry yeast. I have this cute little container of it. We are going to put this off to the side so that it can bloom, which is just us making sure that this yeast isn't dead, basically. We're gonna measure out 5 cups of flour, just so we are, whoo! Oh my God, the yeast just did the coolest thing. Oh my God, can I get on? Do it again. It was so cool. Oh my God, it like literally exploded. It did that, but like times 20. Here's a little one. We're gonna measure out 5 cups of flour to get ready for our dough. It's about damn time. Is it in a minute? No, it couldn't be. I already got it wrong. Look at our gorgeous little yeasty bear. So freaking cute. I have my 5 cups of flowsky wowski. I'm going to add in 1/2 cup of olive oil when I add in my water, which is gonna happen right now. Okay, now we set that off to the side for like an hour. It's gonna double in size, and then we're going to put it into our pan, let it proof again. Listen, we're not just making any sandwich over here. Hey, okay. See you in a minute. It's been a little over an hour and our dough has doubled in size. My money don't jiggle. It folds. I like the way it wiggle. Faux show. So, pop, just punch it down a little bit, and we are going to excessively coat our jelly pan. I'm gonna actually be using this pan. I would normally use a baking sheet, like a cookie sheet. However, here's the thing. When I do that, the bread ends up being like this thick, which is just a little too thick to use 2 slices. And it's just a little too thin to do it in half. So I wanna use this, which is about half the size of that, so I can hopefully get a piece that's like that thick and cut it in half. That's the goal. I'm putting a ton of olive oil in the bottom of this pan because that is what is so special about focaccia, is it's this beautiful, oily, craggly bread. Let's get it in the pan. Well, we are going to let that reproof for another hour and get nice and fluffy and puffy again since we got all of the air that was created out. We're gonna let it hang out in another warm spot. It's the same warm spot. Give it an hour. Alrighty, we are ready to put our focaccia in the oven. Oh my God, it's so beautiful, you guys. I'm so fucking good at this. Because I'm me, I'm of course gonna add a little more oil, because why not? That's what makes it so good. And we have our oven preheating to 425 degrees. I preheated it about 20 minutes before I knew our bread was gonna be all done proofing, just so it could be nice and hot when we throw it in there. And I'm going to put some nice flaky salt right on top of this bad boy. Look how jiggly it is. Just some beautiful Malden salt. There you go, a little more. Gorgeous. Okay, into the oven she goes. Also, I had full pepperoncinis, so I have to slice these. We're gonna be using raw onion, and a trick that I saw a bunch of these creators do, and I've heard about this before, but you soak your raw onion in some cold water so it's not quite as like bitey. So I definitely jumped the gun on this because I won't really need to be making this dressing for another like hour, but I am so hungry that I just started it way too early. So we're gonna let those red onions chill in that cold water. I sliced up my pepperoncini because why not? I won't be able to assemble this sandwich properly until the bread is at least a little bit cooled. So I'll see you guys later. I love my lunch. It's 3 p.m. It's gonna be 5 when I eat it. Hello, dinner. Okay, it's official. Our focaccia is out of the oven and cool enough for me to do this. I was a little peckish, so I cut off a corner. Oh, that's still way too warm in the middle. But you know what? I don't care. It's gonna be such a big sandwich. You can see it is nice and cooked all the way through. And this is exactly what I wanted. I wanted this type of thickness so that it can be a good sandwich amount. Oh my God, that tastes so good, dude. Something about making your own bread. There's nothing like it. I'm preheating my oven again because everyone who I've seen make this sandwich puts it back in the oven to melt the cheese, which like obviously I love. So we are going to slice our bread, assemble our meats. It's all happening. I'm so hungry. Okay, so now is when we make the actual like grinder salad part. And for that, we are going to need our iceberg lettuce, soaked red onions, pepperoncini, mayonnaise, red wine vinegar, white wine vinegar, pepper, salt, basil, and oregano. I like to get rid of this first layer of lettuce. I feel like it's always just like a little gross and not my vibe. I am going to chop about that much. I am gonna rinse my lettuce. We are gonna slice our lettuce nice and thin so it has those really good crunchy little shreds in there. Cheese is melting. Let's get my baby in here. Let's get her going to work. Looks like they use like maybe a tablespoonish, maybe a tablespoon and a half. Let's season it up. Now I am just going to slice up my tomato, pat it dry, season that, and finally assemble everything. Oh my God, I'm starving, dude. Where's my pot holder? And why is the floor wet? Ah. That's great. It's big. I feel like Guy Fieri. No! Oh my God. Oh, this is quite the mess. I have no makeup left on. Wow, this weighs legit 3.5 pounds. Anyway, this was so fun to make and so fucking good. Of course, how could it not be good? You guys know I love making these viral foods, so please let me know in the comments down below which other ones you'd like me to make because I can't wait to do it. I love you guys so much. Have a good day and I will see you later. Bye-bye.